In 2019, we outgrew our house, so we downsized to a home on wheels. We built out our Sprinter van and traveled the country until we decided to buy a property, a home on land. We are Marcus, Janie, Rhea, and Kaya.
It is a little bit after 5 p.m. and I don't remember what time we got here. I didn't actually look. Maybe 11 or 12. Probably close to 11:30. So we're getting very tired, but it's an emotional day. I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but like real estate is such an impersonal transaction. It's like probably the biggest purchase that we all make in our lives is buying a property or buying a house. And, you know, when we sold our house in Colorado, we definitely wanted to have that relationship with our buyers. And we were very fortunate and very blessed. Bryce and Savannah, maybe you're watching this. I hope you are. It has been 16 months since we sold our house to Bryce and Savannah, and they actually just sold it and are moving to Tennessee tomorrow. They sign all the papers tomorrow, so we're gonna go see them. That's what's happening. We're excited for them. We're sad to see them leave the house, and we won't know who's living in our house. We still call it our house, but we're so excited for them. So excited that we got to meet them and that this was the perfect house for them for the time being. And we're excited to see their new ventures. We were so fortunate to meet them, and we wanted to have a relationship with them and help them with the house, and not only just the house, but just connect in life. And you know, we didn't get to do that with buying this property because the guy who owned it passed away, and apparently it was his sister in Georgia who is selling the house, and we didn't get to meet her. We didn't get to talk to her. We did write that letter, you know, to when we decided to put the offer in on the house, or adjust the offer after they asked if we would reconsider. But we never heard back from her. There's been no communication. And so we don't really know the story. And it's been interesting because already when we came over here and looked at the house, the one time we brought my parents over here when they were in town, and a neighbor came up to us and he was like, "I'm just a nosy neighbor. That's all I am." But he was just kind of filling us in, and, said that they're, just different things with neighbors and whatnot. I don't want to say anything too personal or anything like that for the sake of everybody that's around. I want to respect that. But we've met our neighbor that's directly across the street a few times today, and we've gotten a little bit of the history of this place and of the owner. His name was Charlie, and we do know that he was in the military. He has his uniforms in the house. I think he was Air Force, hopefully I'm thinking correctly, and there's definitely flags around the house and the property. But we talked to our neighbor Chris today, and he had moved here 40 years ago, and Chris is 40. He's known him since he was born, and he's been basically like a second dad to him. And so he brought over a picture of him on a horse when he was 18 months old in front of our barn, with Charlie holding the horse. And then they actually named their daughter Charlie after him, and I think she's 3 years old. And so we're just learning some things, and it's just, I don't know why it's so emotional. I think just through this whole process, we have really trusted God, that He would open doors and close doors, and that this property is His. It's not ours. And we want to glorify him in everything that we do, and we're excited for this adventure and what it holds. We're just looking forward to what God's going to do with this place, and just trying to be obedient. And just wanted to share a little bit of my heart throughout this whole thing, because this really is, the root of us buying this property. It's been a long time coming. We bought property in Arkansas, backed out because it didn't seem right, and it's been a long time coming to get this property, and we're very, very blessed and very fortunate, and I'm looking forward to what's to come. We need to get all of this back in there. But I'm not sure the process of this is we need to organize it to where things that we're going to keep versus things that we're going to get rid of. So Marcus wanted me to organize it all, but I don't know what we need to keep. And so I'm waiting for him. We obviously don't need 20 gas cans and like 1,000 buckets. And we're trying to figure out what all of these things are. If you know, like some of these things, I'm like, what are they? If you know, comment below. But Marcus is down yonder. He is like so motivated and awesome. My Mr. Macho Man. He is brush hogging the field. So we have probably about another acre, I don't know exactly, down here, which is going to be where we do all of our gardens and whatnot. But I think he's done for right now. He went and brush hogged all of it. Are you done for right now? Oh. Do you just use regular gas?
Yep.
Is that what you're going to do?
Yep.
Okay. So I just wanted to show you back here. It's so beautiful. And Charlie put so much work into this. I don't know how much was here before he moved here and how much he did. But like, I don't know if you can see this, but there's like this little fence with just with the trees, with logs. So the way that it's set up is we have, oh look, Marcus left that. I wonder if that's yarrow. I'm still trying to learn all of the different plants. But a lot of things that people think are weeds are actually very good, medicinal, and things that we can eat. And so we're trying to be mindful of that so we don't take all of that out. You can see there's just like this like swing back there. We'll probably move that out front. So there's the road, but this road is, I don't know if you can hear, but the interstate is somewhat close by, but we can't see it or anything like that. But then the roads back here are very secluded. There's not hardly anybody that drives on it. But then there's this big kind of center section. I don't even know. He has so many like cool things. Apparently things is my word. I will get better at not saying things. Oh, look. Can you see? Those are solar lights. So he has lights probably going all through that. That's really cool. I'm not going to walk all the way down, but you can see there's like all along the edges of the fence. It's all trees. And then there's the way that it was is like there's a center section here, and then on the other side it's overgrown right now, but that will be all mowed down until we figure out what we're gonna do with this section. We're gonna observe it for a while because our goal is to build a small permaculture farm, and so we need to observe it for about a year to decide to look at different things, various things, and I'll do a video on, more videos on permaculture. And then also something cool as we're looking around is that we found out from our neighbor, he has this place is called Lone Pine. And apparently the reason why it was called Lone Pine is when he moved here 40 years ago, it only had one pine tree. And he's planted more pine trees, but that's why he called it Lone Pine. So that's pretty neat. We at first were thinking about maybe changing the name just because we didn't know any of the history. But after we found that out, Marcus came up to me a little while ago and said, I think we should keep that name. This is the next place I'm going through. These are the stalls. They used to be stalls, I believe. But right now we're just gonna go ahead and start cleaning it out. Day 1 in the books. We are done. What time is it? It's like 7:30? 7:40?
Yep.
So, you want to talk, Marcus?
I'm tired. You talk.
He's tired, and his boots, that are awesome boots, gave him a blister. It's the first time he's had issues with it, so he kept working through it. But yeah, we're tired and we're blessed. And woo! We just hit a bump. And yeah, I think today was good. It was a productive day. It was really great. We got to meet our next door neighbors, the ones that live right across the street from us, and they seem really great, and just a lot of history with Mr. Charlie and their daughter Charlie that they named after him. And we're just looking forward to meeting them, getting to know them more, and find out about Charlie and this property. And we just want to bring this property back to life and be good stewards of it. And then, of course, put our own personal touch on it. And there's a mosquito. And I'm just trying to think of like how to recap the day. It was good. It was good to be outside. It was good to be working on our new property. It was good to meet the neighbors. It was a little bit emotional, a little bit tiring. I got overwhelmed a little bit in the beginning of just not knowing where to start or what to do. Anything you want to add?
The Lord gave us this land.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Lord's land. And,
yes.
We just want to steward it. He closed doors and opened doors, which brought us to where we are. And so we are here because of Him.
Yes. Amen. Absolutely. And so we're going to end on that note. And y'all decided, I was like, we're going to do a YouTube channel. We didn't do it during van life, but we're going to start now. And so you guys could really help us out if you can subscribe and like this video, share it. And we are really glad that you're here watching, and we hope you join along on this journey and adventure with us. And please tell us if there are things that you want to see or want to know, and give us constructive criticism, but be nice so we don't cry. And that's it. So goodbye for now.